Hello and welcome back to the Nordic Takedown. You're listening to episode 116, and it's me, Jonah, and with me I have Adam. Welcome.
Hello, thank you for having me. I was gonna say, but it's our pod, so
Yeah,
yeah,
nice having you.
yeah, thank you.
Um, Today, if you didn't hear last time, we have an announcement. We've changed our upload schedule. We now do episodes Fridays. So that's just making things a bit easier for us, but I hope it's not a big inconvenience for your Thursday commutes. They're going to be so sad from now on, but you can still listen to last week's episode.
Yeah, or do it on the Friday commute time,
Yeah, yeah. New
assuming we hit
traditions.
down in time.
Yeah. Yes, and today we're going to talk a bit about what's going on, some news. We're going to Prague. That's exciting.
Yeah,
Also had an article with spoilers from Ashes of Time. What's it called?
Ashes, Ashes of the Empire.
Ashes of the Empire.
Yeah.
But main topic, of course, taking it home.
Yeah,
Congrats.
thank you.
Malmö
Thank you.
PQ. Was it
Yeah.
fun?
It was very fun. Like when it was started, it was very hot as well. I guess we get into the whole event
Oh,
later. Yeah,
yeah.
but
Yeah,
it
that
was
could be
fun.
an issue.
It
Yeah.
was
Okay. So let's go straight into it. Cantina catch up. What have we been doing? I guess we'll hear more about what you've been doing, but I've been contemplating a lot what to do for Prague actually.
yeah.
Because as I've said recently on the pod, I haven't been playing that much. We're going to weeklies here and there, still having fun with the game, but not really playing much outside of that. And I was contemplating bringing Chewbacca because that's what I've been playing to showdowns and such locally. But I think I'm gonna do something else. I'm
Yeah.
gonna pick a not non-meta deck and just have fun with it. But to hear more about that, you'll have to tune into next week's episode.
Yeah. sounds good.
And here when I went 09.
Yeah, and that is something to tell. Like that's a story to tell. Like
Yes.
the one who didn't drop, who just kept going
Yes.
and couldn't get a buy.
Yeah, it's probably pretty difficult to go 09.
Yeah. It's probably like almost not as hard as going 9-0, but like
Yeah.
since
It's
you
less in your control.
yeah, exactly. It's just you can't get that buy, you know. You can get messed up right already in round 3
Yeah.
if it's uneven players, and on round 4 people drop, and then suddenly you gotta buy. And then your whole day is destroyed, right? Because you can't go on 9 anymore, and you messed up going the top
Yeah.
cut. It's
Yeah.
hard to hang in the bot.
Yeah. But what about you, Adam? Have you been doing anything cool recently other than winning Malmö PQ?
Other than winning Malmö PQ, I've done some coaching.
Nice.
Actually, I've always done some coaching, but a little bit more coaching last few
Yeah.
weeks, which has been fun.
Mhm.
And then of course prepping for this like end of this tournament season that we
Yeah.
have coming up, like with Malmö, Prague, Påsken,
Yeah.
like the triple weekend of SWU which will probably be my last like tournament weekends for a while.
Yeah.
For a bit,
Yeah.
since I am not going to Galactics.
Yeah.
Then it's going to be like quite a bit of a break, and then next season time that will be is gonna be closing up to the Malmö Game Week stuff, I think.
Yeah.
If we talk a little bit bigger stuff, at least.
Yeah, because that's going to be end of Ashes of the Empire meta.
Probably in the end, or maybe a few
Yeah.
weeks left. But yeah,
Yeah,
in
yeah.
the end of not beginning for sure. Yeah.
Yeah. That's going to be really exciting. And it is really exciting to see already people buying their tickets for Malmö Game Week.
Yes.
We haven't been shouting it out enough on the podcast. Like early bird tickets are out. You get a reduced price until the end of June. And this year we have 3 tiers of tickets. The regular one, the TNT ticket that gets you... Oh, first of all, in the regular one, you get entry to Malmö Game Week, the tournament, and you get an exclusive official FFG playmat, like an event exclusive.
And you don't only go to the tournament. I think you can enter the whole event.
Yeah,
right?
the whole Malmö Game Week event, which is a lot of cool things to see. But this year we also have the TNT tickets, because last year we had the custom designed playmats that a lot of people liked. So we thought, okay, we still want to do that, even though we have the official playmat this year. So in the TNT ticket, you get playmats and hopefully some tokens, or not hopefully, you will get. We'll fix some cool TNT tokens. And then thirdly, we have the VIP package, which includes all of the above, plus fixed seating and some refreshments from some sponsors. I think,
which is really cool. Yeah.
Yeah.
And we know there are some tickets sold, and shout out to the Norwegian community, because they have been the ones pressing the button first.
Oh yeah. And that's really surprising and cool, actually, because the last two Malmö Game Weeks, there weren't many Norwegians.
No,
we were like
you Brage?
No, last year we actually were 6 or 7.
Alan
me,
was
Brage,
down,
Vetle, no, but the Berntsen family.
Oh yeah,
Jonathan, Alvin, and
of course,
Matthias. And I think Kenneth, he usually shows up too.
Yeah. I first thought Kenneth was going to come to Malmö, but then I realized that it's the May 17th. No Norwegians leave the country on May 17th if they don't have to.
Yeah. It's a nice day. If you want to have vacation in Norway, you should go so you can see the 17th of May.
Yeah. Bet it's something special. But yeah, so nice, those tickets starting to sell, and we hope to see as many people as possible. I can spoil that the playmat is going to be sick.
Yeah,
I think so. If you like the last year's playmat, I think you're gonna like this year's playmat. So
we're gonna try to spoil it in June sometime, so you actually can see it before you decide to get the early bird tickets. If you want.
Cool.
All right. So Prague, I guess we talked a little bit about it. Haven't heard much about ticket sales, but I think it's going to be a lot of people there.
Yeah, I've heard some people have said it's quite a lot. Like they are. This is just rumors, but like there is going to be closer to Lille in numbers. But it's not sold out yet, so it's not 1,024 sold yet, or what is it? 1,048. But that is going to be closer to the Lille number of players, which will mean it's going to be the third or second biggest SVU tournament organized by FFG, only behind Galactics, which is very cool if that happens.
And if you're still on the fence and you're like, should I go? You should go, because the weather forecast is amazing. It's going to be so nice outside of the venue. So when you sit inside the venue, you can feel bad for not being outside and seeing Prague. Beautiful city.
And it's a backup if it goes bad and you really just want to get out. Yeah. They say Prague is a very nice city. I have no idea, but they say it's amazing.
Yeah. I'm actually going to try to do some sightseeing on the Monday, because that's a holiday in Norway. So
lucky you. I had to take vacation, I think.
Oh. Yeah, we're spoiled. I know. But yeah, any more on Prague?
Like, not really in particular. Like you said that you were testing decks for Prague. I have done that as well. We will be there, you and me, from the pod.
Yeah.
So that's fun.
Come say hi if you see us. I'll be at least rocking the Nordic Takedown blue shirt.
Yeah, I will probably be in the Enigma shirt and maybe have the blue shirt at some point. Like, when I wear that, I stink so much sweat. Don't do that otherwise. It's the only shirt. As I need to find a fix for that shirt.
I feel like jerseys, like these sports polyester clothes, I don't know why that's the material of choice for
sportsmen
sweating. Like, do they actually
help? I don't know. They don't breathe, in my opinion.
They don't. But regardless, if you see us and if we stink or not, just hold your breath while you say hi. It's gonna be fine.
And then run away if we stink.
Yes.
If we don't stink, stick around.
Okay, but we're speeding along.
Yeah.
Second topic of today, we have an article, starsolympic.com, from the ashes. So
Yeah.
we're starting to see a bit more and more spoilers trickling in. And we usually don't cover spoilers this early, but this article looked so fun.
True.
They have so many like funny spoilers.
I agree. That is a little bit. I think it's well done in spoiler way. I like.
Yeah.
It's a little bit fun to read it, and it's not too overwhelming.
Yeah. So there, for instance, shown us some stat lines like a 1 cost 3-3.
Yeah, that seems pretty good. I hope it has a drawback.
And a 15-15 unit in space.
Yeah, it sounds strong.
Maybe we'll finally get the Death Star.
It has to be,
unit.
right? Or they just jump right to Starkiller Base instead. No Death Star.
Yeah. Or even just a big capital ship.
Yeah.
We'll see.
One of those big ones in episode 9 that can blast planets, you know.
Ooh, damn.
Would be a little bit sad if they jump there over like Death Star, since it's like set 8 and we haven't seen a Death Star.
And they're bound to make some combo with Galactic Ambition, right? That's
People
what
think
people
so.
have been waiting for because it's in the art.
It could be.
Where you take damage.
Yeah.
And it has to be like, heal all the damage you've taken this turn, right?
Yeah.
So you negate the effect.
And then you get a 15-15 space that says if you hit attack base, you win.
Yeah.
Bring
Only
out your
for Twin Suns.
No. For Premiere. So everyone needs to play Galen. You play Death Star.
Yeah. But we also had some cool spoilers in the section further down. They have some abilities or like texts on cards.
Yeah.
So they're asking here, what cards do you think they're on and what else could they do? We'll see some of them have like a ...
Oh, down there? Like,
If you would search a number of cards from your deck, you search one more.
Yeah, it could be. Or it depends on what it is. It could be like... this could be like a more value-oriented card deck. So it could be like you restore.
Yeah.
Or something.
Yeah. I think it's more likely to be a defensive effect rather than like deal 1 damage to the enemy space.
Yeah, because then it just usually like when they have done that, like for example Cassian Andor from set 1, like you pay to draw 1 but you need to hit base. It just don't really work because they are not synergizing with each other. So if they have learned a bit, then it should be something defensive. Maybe it could also be like you make a unit of your choice Sentinel or something.
Yeah. If your base would be dealt more than 4 damage.
Maybe that could be like negate the opponent's next attack or something.
Yeah, or heal.
Or heal, yeah. So the opponent needs to just do 3 a turn or something because otherwise it heals back or something.
Yeah. For this attack, this unit gains the discarded unit's abilities. That's cool.
Yeah, it's cool. That is just...
That opens for a lot of combos, I think.
Yeah. It opens for a lot of sad stuff for you judges as well. But I think it can be cool.
Because if it's a on attack, can you then trigger that first and then you can get a new on attack ability from the discarded card?
It depends, right?
I don't know how the
for
timing
this
works.
attack. So you probably on attack is before, like it should be still on this attack when you do the on attack. So like basically for the BT1, if you discard it, this should be an upgrade, right? You upgrade this and put it on a unit or something.
It could be an event. Right?
Could
be attack with a unit. For this attack, this unit gains and discard a unit from your hand. This unit gains the discard.
Yeah, probably from your hand. Yeah, because otherwise you have no control.
Yeah. It could be from the top of your deck, and it's some if condition there, but
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, look, search the top 3 cards of the deck in Skåne Boba, something like that.
This next one I really like. You may deal up to 6 damage to your base.
That is...
It has to be a really good upside.
Yes. It has to be something more with like, why would you do 6 and not 2?
Yeah.
So maybe it's something like you get resources equal, like credits equals to how much damage you take on base, something, or 2 for 1 or something.
Yeah, or you get to deal damage to each enemy unit.
Yeah.
That much.
Oh yeah.
Or something like that. So maybe you just want to take 2 to deal 2 to each ground unit, or you take 6 to deal 6 to each ground unit.
Yeah.
Or something like that.
Seems like a good trade if there is a lot of units.
Yeah. But it's still
something
not
like that.
That strong, because 6 damage is a lot. It's so limited.
If it's in the end of you just kill yourself. So
yeah. Yeah. I don't know if we should continue down the list. Do you want to, maybe if you see any interesting ones?
I think next one was a bit interesting. Like, this unit may attack units in either arena. So we have we have had that before, but they have been very protective with those things, and I think that's how it should be as well.
Yeah.
And this is a aggro one down in the bottom. All units lose Sentinel.
That's nice.
Yeah, that should be an event. I think it looks like that.
Yeah,
in my opinion.
Gonna be really nice for Twin Suns.
Yeah,
like just the final round.
Yeah.
Just to remove everybody's Sentinel.
That would be chaos. Time to trade.
Yeah.
This phase. Yeah. Otherwise, it's a cool article. We'll see what's there. And these are spoiled things that we're gonna see at Galactics. It's relevant for people who's gonna watch Galactics or be there. Not people who's gonna have a child during it. I don't think I'm gonna watch much.
Yeah, but that's gonna be exciting. I don't know if you've officially announced it on the pod yet.
I'm not sure either, but many people know. I could have done it, and it's just you haven't listened to the podcast when I have been on.
It's me giving it away again.
Yes, and all the listeners already know, because you announced that we start on Fridays now, and Victor already did it last week.
Yeah. I figured, but I thought maybe they don't. Maybe they're like me and they haven't listened to last week's episode.
Yes, that's true, because you weren't on it. Yeah, that makes sense.
Okay, I think we're gonna move on to the main topic of today.
Firstly, we promised that we should just shout out at least the Finnish and Danish PQ has already been, and we haven't really talked about it on the pod.
Yep.
Which is our bad. We're a Nordic podcast, and the first one was the Finnish limited one. Had 31 players actually. I was in Lahti. Won by the player name I'm So Marty. So maybe my fanboy or something. I'm so Marty. I'm So Marty. I think it's.
He's also so.
Yeah, he's also so. Unfortunately, we can't see on the Swoo competitive hub which leader they picked or anything. So can't really report more on that. And then we had the Danish PQ the week after, which was won by a Swede, I think.
Huh?
Yeah.
Not okay.
Not okay. Yeah. Or was it? Maybe it wasn't. Maybe it wasn't. Maybe that was last time. I'm not sure. It was won by Obi-Wan.
Swedish propaganda.
Yeah. It was won by Obi-Wan, at least. Obi-Wan Blue Force versus Obi-Wan Vengeance Temple in the final. The player was M. Simonsen. Sounds Danish. I'm gonna take it back that it was Sweden. Simonsen. Yeah, that's probably right. Yeah. This was early in the meta. Like, this was when Obi, I think, started going from Vengeance Temple to Blue Force. So it was fairly interesting. roughly 30 players there as well, 25. It was located a little bit off, like it was in Ikast again. It's very hard for anyone else in the Nordic countries to get to. It's closer to Germany. So it's basically, I think it's close to Legoland, if you know where that is. So it's actually a good destination if you want to do something more and make it like a longer stay.
Like a family trip.
Yeah. So that has been, so congratulations to M. Simonsen and I'm so smarty.
Oh, he's so smarty.
Yeah, I think it's supposed to be a play on that. It says I think I so Marty. Like it sounds like I'm so smart. Okay. I don't really know the Finnish slang. I don't know. So yeah, and then we have the Norwegian left after the week after Prague, which we will talk more about when that happens.
Yeah.
Now you can move us on to the main.
It's time to hear about the Swedish PQ. You were also around 30 players, right?
Yes, 34. We ended up to. I think there was 39 signed up, but there was a few that didn't show. I know Gustav from the pod. He overslept and missed his train, I think.
Oh no!
So that was really, really sad.
I mean, he's working night shift, so
yeah, it makes sense that if someone it could happen to is him in that sense. But it was a bit sad. I know he has a hard time to get away to things, so we would have liked him to be there. But so maybe some other people also missed some trains or had to cancel plans because it was on a Sunday. Sundays are a little bit awkward, especially like when you're working on Monday, and if you have to travel far, it's like you're going to be very exhausted on the work day after. So there wasn't that many far travelers from Sweden. We had Matthias was the judge, and me and Piotr and Jonathan basically that actually drove a bit. And Jason, of course, but Jason had only 2 hours, so I don't count him.
Yeah.
And Victor casted it.
Yeah.
With a lot of good guests. I have looked a little bit back to the stream. Everyone did great. I can't recall everyone what name there was. I'm not going to name drop because that's just leave someone out.
Yeah. But thanks to Victor, of course, and to all of the people in the community joining. We should really stop saying the Norwegian with friends. It should be Victor with friends.
Yeah, now it's he's overtaken that role. Yeah.
Yes,
I think he has more friends than you, especially in Sweden. Yeah, Victor the friend stealer, maybe.
Oh, no.
But we're just gonna call him the thief. Yeah.
So you brought Leia Data Vault, right?
Yes.
How did that happen? Did you know you were going to do that, or was it a last-minute decision?
Not a last-minute decision. Like my teammate in Enigma, Sobek, built the Leia Data Vault many weeks ago, started playing it, said it was good. The rest of us was a little bit reserved, because Leia was kind of nothing outside of Limited in last set. And she had not really popped up in any tournaments or anything in the beginning. So I was basically on Shui more at that time.
Yeah.
But then I actually started playing the list because just wanted to try it out. It looks a little bit like, from the outside at least, looks a little bit like Ray Data Vault, which I played a lot. Yeah. And then it was like a little bit of a toss-up between these two because I know what Chewy does because I was down in Malmö, was it maybe 1.5 months ago or something on this SWU Open and won with Chewy. Which was fun. Also undefeated. But here, I think meta has changed a bit. And there is more credit hate and people are more aware of Chewy. There is more data vaults. So I wanted to try it because I thought in theory it has a good matchup into Boba. And Lando and Obi.
Oh, that sounds really good.
Yeah. So that's why I chose it. So we have obviously changed it a bit, and I have done a few card changes from Sobek. We didn't do exact like Beton and Sip that always run the exact same cards. So Sobek ran his list like on the Saturday in the Polish PQ top 8, and I ran it on the Sunday here in Sweden and won.
Nice. And he brought it to London too, right?
Yeah, and got 17th, I think.
Yeah,
which is
also really good.
Really good. One game, I think, from making the top 8. So the list has legs, at least.
That's cool. Nice. So you already spoiled. You went undefeated. So no point in me asking how they go. How they go?
You spoiled that I won first.
Yeah, but there could have been some losses along the way.
Yeah, it could have been. There was some tight games. And it was some was 2-1s. So,
but did you face any dead draws?
One.
Because you didn't mention that as a good matchup.
That one, because we tested, it was like a lot of 50-50. Like, as anyone knows, Thork is he likes control, so he jumped on this Dedra train when it came. So we've been practicing quite a lot into him there, and obviously that for me the Dedra matchup is like if both players are similarly skilled, it's very close. But as long as someone is more knowledge in the matchup or skilled, it becomes quite easy.
They will take it.
Then it goes from like there's this close, tight grip to kind of very easy because it like you miss some step and that is very easy.
You know what cards matter, what sequences will give you an advantage, or
but so that I faced that in the quarterfinals. It's on stream.
Cool. I have to say that's one thing I miss about not playing as much. When you can actually like learn a matchup, and it makes it so much more comfortable playing it when you kind of know, okay, these cards, if it goes out like this, I have a line here.
Yeah, and that is also very helpful when you reach these top 8s in tournaments. It's open deck list, so that also makes it easier to predict like everything. And Galen Urso is such a good card when it comes to these matchups, and he is really rewarding you for knowing what the opponent has.
Oh yeah.
So that he was like, there was one that was actually a late include. Like Sobek usually ran 2, and I was like, I need to have 3 Galen. He's so good in every matchup. You can plot him up every time with Leia and play a 2-drop, or like the shield Leia's disguise.
Oh yeah, that's a cool card.
Yeah,
2/2 shielded.
Yeah, you get 2/2, and if you play it on Leia, you can give the shield to any unit that you have.
Wow.
So if you have like a Typho that you really want to protect Orlando, like you can just drop it there. It usually goes on Leia, but there are situations where it doesn't. Also got to play against the Nordic Knight guys, both Sebastian and Jonas.
Nice. What did they play?
So Sebastian played actually Boba Fett Blue, which was actually very, very, very tight. He took game 1 fairly easily, I would say. It was not that close for me. In game 2, I had the most insane start. Like I got to play. I played because I started like a 2-drop on ground. He plays the 04 ship. I play Masterpiece, and the ground unit I have is green.
It's green.
He can't deal with the Masterpiece, so next round I just kill it. He plays Bobas Fett's Fire Spray turn 2. I just do the indirect to my base, claim, and then I make Masterpiece 5/5 and takes it out.
Oh.
And yet that game was so close. I was so close to lose it later. So that I think that deck is really, really strong. Like it has all this pile on a lot of indirect, and if everything goes to shitters, they just single reaction and blast everything, and then they come with their like big spaceships and planetary bombardments later. So that one is really interesting.
Single reactor is also so good when they have the droid ship out that deals 3 indirect when defeated.
Yeah. Uh, so
Because then that's going on base.
yeah, it's all going on base, and then you get an extra from Boba tap, and then every unit the opponent has also does one more. For Boba, that one damage per unit is actually
That matters.
the best for Boba of anyone, because he like cuts you down really hard. And then I got to face Jonas, and he and Steve-O was still on their Chewbacca list.
Yeah.
That goes, it's 30 HP, goes a bit taller, a bit more control-y. Won that 2-1. I think their coolest play was is that they can destroy resource and make it be a villain card, so they get Anakin very easily, like for -3/-3.
Yeah.
Didn't go that well for them in the end. I think Steve was one game off, but after Jonas lost to me, he just went 2-3 and dropped, I think. But I think that list might need some more working. I'm not sure.
Yeah, I mean, it looks really cool. You get to research cheat a little bit with Chewbacca. He provides some value, but I have no clue how it fits in the meta.
Yeah, me neither. Yeah, I'm not sure if it's
very original.
Exactly, yeah. And I don't know if it's because it's more control-y, how good is it to the other control decks, because we're getting more of control decks in the meta, like Aura, Deidre, Boba Blue. So not really sure. It was, by the way, a Boba Fest. In Malmö, I think it was 8 or 9 Bobas.
Damn.
And then it was a bit of a Chewie fest after that. I think there was Boba, Chewie, and some more deck that was a bit 0 Obi-Wans and 0 Talsin.
Wow. Interesting.
Yep.
Gonna be very interesting to see Prague when we have the huge amount of players.
Yeah.
See the meta.
It's gonna be, I think it's gonna be a lot of Bobas now when Beton and Sip decided to play Boba when even they decide to play it in a PQ.
Yeah.
They really hate Boba. For anyone who doesn't know. And if they choose it, that means they think it's good, and what they think is good usually gets played.
What base did they play?
Lake Country.
Okay.
So expect some Boba Lake Countries, everyone. And Deidre, because the control players like Deidre. She's also very interesting to play. You can play with one drop and do the ping, and it's no issue. And it puts a lot of skill onto your opponent to decide when they are going to kill their unit or not. And for you, it's not that much of a sacrifice to do it. You've built the deck around that you should ping it. So I think that's cool as well.
Agreed.
But yeah, so I got paired up against, I think, 5 Bobas.
Wow.
of 9 rounds. Played 4 of them. We drew 1. So basically what happened was first game on stream was versus a new player who's played 1 month. And he played Boba, was 2-0. Not strange when you're that new. And then I faced Sebastian that we talked about, 2-1. Jonas, 2-1. Then into, of course, Boba Lake. That was also on stream, 2-0. Then because of the numbers where we were, and we had 6 rounds of Swiss, we were only 2 players, that was 4-0. If we drew, we were guaranteed in. So me and Thomas Dollas, who was on Vader squadron leader, Victor squadron leader, took a draw to make sure we got in. Then on round 6, I was paired against the Boba, which was Emil Wallin, Darth Link. And I actually did. So I really did not want to face Vaders. So I really looked at the standings and wanted to check if I thought I wanted to play the match or win/lose, if that's better, or taking a draw, where would I end up? And by the looks of it, if most things happened according to schedule, like if I took the draw, I would end up on the different side of both the Vaders. So I was like, let's take the draw, not play. Emil also didn't want to play because if he drew, he was guaranteed in. If I beat him, he could miss the top 8. So he offered a draw, and I did some thinking about it and took it. And after everything was done, turned out that's exactly how it became, which was really good for me because Leia is not that good into Vader.
Yeah.
So we got a top cut with 2 Vaders, 2 Bobas, me on Leia, that's 5. And we got a Piet, of course, 6. Piotr's.
Chewbacca's.
Yeah. Did a Chewbacca make it? Maybe it did.
One Lando, you said?
Yeah, Lando Blue Force, the Piotr's control the Lando list. And the last one was Didra Miro, of course, because I faced it. So it was basically me, Didra, Piotr, and a Boba on the one side, and then it was Piet, Boba, and the 2 Vaders on the other. Ended up that both Vaders lost their first round. So after that, I kind of felt that after I beat Didra, like now I have this open gate to win this finally. Yeah. Like I should win this. My deck is good against the rest. My deck should be good against this, and it turned out it was like a 2-0'd the whole playoff.
Nice.
And felt pretty much in control for most of it. The Boba Lake was the same guy that I beat 2-0 on stream in round 4. And it just went even faster in the semifinals. It was almost like I learned more about the matchup than he got to catch me up, and that I could punish it harder. Could even win. Like it didn't even matter if he toppled the summit, my whole board. Like I still just then I managed to win it anyway.
Yeah.
So yeah, and then of course final was against Piet Blue, which that I really could use the Galen skills. Like played, I only resourced one Galen every time because I knew I needed to keep the other Galens for more plays.
Yeah.
So yeah, and then 2-0 as well. Also on stream, if anyone wants to see how that matchup goes. It's always a little bit wonky watching a stream when people name things, and the caster always have to guess. And there is like thousands of different options, not really thousands.
Throwback to regional governor days.
Yes, that's true.
But it was a bit simpler back then, I feel.
To choose resupply. No. So now we'll see if I make some changes. Probably will bring the Leia to Prague. If I don't, it's probably being Chewy, I think.
Yeah.
That's the decks I've been playing. Unless I get some insane amount of free time and get something up. Looks very unlikely.
Yeah. Cool. Nice. It's such a nice feeling when you bring a deck and it just works. Does the thing it's supposed to do.
Yeah.
You said you looked at the
bracket.
Top 4 and you were like, okay, nice.
Yep. And when you feel in control as well. This is also my second tournament now. No, not in a row since I did a store showdown, but it's a little bit bigger that I went undefeated, which is also nice. But it's especially nice when you bring a deck that no one else plays. Like I was the only Leia in the tournament.
Yeah.
And have that like beat the quote top meta decks.
Yeah.
It's I think that feels
clearly a good choice.
Yeah.
Play it.
It was and also a little bit luck to not get the Vaders, and I know there was one guy that missed the top cut because he was one game from being able to, if he won that game, he was just gonna draw himself in. Like it was 3-0, but then he got Vader, and that was apparently not good. Lost, and then he got the second Vader, lost, and then didn't make it in the last round.
Tough.
You can be unlucky with matchups, and today
Yeah.
I was, or yesterday I was both a bit lucky, and the deck played out well, and I played also quite good.
Yeah, you need those three.
Yeah.
Nice. Okay, I think we made it to the end of our schedule at least.
Yeah, I think so. We have mentioned 3 PQs and regionals, and talked about Malmö Game Week. So we have had so much, and spoilers.
We've been efficient today.
Yeah, very efficient.
But thank you, listeners, for sticking around till the end. Hope to see some of you in Prague.
Yep. And yeah, catch you next week. You are on next week, right, Jonah? Or
yes,
at least.
I think so. Yeah.
And
So that's going to be nice talking about Prague and hearing how that was.
Yeah, that's going to be a lot.
The queues a disaster? How was the prize wall?
Yeah.
Side events, premiere, limited, boom, boom.
So on Prague, on side events, if we don't make day 2 of premiere or day 3 of limited, it could happen.
3 days?
Yeah, because you play Friday, you play sealed, right? And then you do like a draft, or if it's on day 2 to decide the top 8 that then play on Sunday.
What?
A new draft. Yeah, that's how the limited one is. So that's a 3-dayer. So if we don't make that, I think if I get the time, I'm gonna put up an Eternal deck and play in the Eternal formats.
What?
Yeah, because they are some Eternal constructed. So
I don't have time to build that. But it sounds very fun. Yeah. If you have time, build an Eternal deck, play some Eternal side events.
Yeah, I was tinkering with it on Base or DB.
Yeah.
And as I had added 25 cards, it just refreshed and said the force is not here or something. I was like, my deck.
No. Let me guess. Han 1 yellow.
No.
Oh.
So hopefully I will have built one for that, but hopefully I don't have to play it.
Yes, I will also be cheering for you and any other friends of the pod. But yeah, great. Thanks for joining.
Thank you for hosting, and to all the listeners, may the force be with you.